I've talked to the Giants. We had a great interview. They were kind of on me, you know. They were giving me a hard time, but you know, I feel like it was like that big brother moment where they give you a hard time because they're interested in you and they like you. So for me, you know, just showing them that, you know, I'm really a guy. I grew up in a big city, so a big city is nothing new to me, right? Well, I mean, just give me a hard time, you know, like when you bring up, you know, what's going to happen if I'm not the star, you know, coming in 5 games in if I don't have a sack. This is one thing we talked about. And, you know, the media is going to be down on me. You know, I'm going to be in the doghouse. You know, how am I going to hold that? And I let them know, like, I've been in the media since I was a sophomore in high school, you know. So I've been trained for this my whole life. And I know that most of it is entertainment, right? So I'm not really worried because whatever happens between the 4 walls of the team and the organization is what's going to dictate the future. And if I have 5 bad games, we're going to focus on that next week on how we're going to, you know, dominate the team, you know, that's next.
Come on now. Come on, bro. That's my dude. That's my dude. I want to draft him now. I want to play now. The season needs to start. That is the official #1 draft pick, a brother from another. I don't care what y'all say about Hutchinson. Good for you. I don't care what you say about the tackle from Alabama. That's my guy. And by the way, for those who say, oh, 40, just in the T-shirt, this is not really a football drill, that's the official time, 4.65, but on my clock, I had him at 4.58, Michael Smith. I had him at 4.58.
But I think that was the first one. I think he ended up with a 4.58. Okay. That was just the first. That was his first 40-yard dash.
I love this dude.
I'm pretty sure he ended up with a 4.58.
I love him.
I'm pretty sure.
I love him. Whoever gets him, they're going to be happy. He plays the game on the field. He sees the game up here. He knows what's coming. You can just listen to him. He's got it. He's got it. But the other thing, Mike, and before I pass it to you, is I just want to point out, you've heard all the cliches over the years about the combine and, hey, it's not really, is it all about football? Is it about what they do on tape? And I hear people saying that the 40 is not really a football drill, but Deion Sanders ran like a 4.2 something. I hear that,
it's not the end-all be-all.
Yeah, it's not the end-all be-all, but you can't ignore some of the things you saw, whether it's Aiden Hutchinson 3-cone drill, whether it's wide receivers and defensive backs and even linemen running in the fours.
I mean, like, okay, Jordan Davis at 341 running a 4.8 is just stupid. Okay, that's just unheard of.
How about a 6'4" corner running like 4.3, 4.4?
Well, that's our guy, or 4.3, 4.4, 4.26. Talking about Tariq Woolen. Yeah, get it right. Tariq Woolen from UT San Antonio. That's our guy Brian McFadden was talking him up. 6'4", 200 pounds, out there running a 4.26. But back to, let's just focus in, let's narrow in on, there's one more person I do want to shout out before I get back to Kayvon Thibodeaux. The other person who wrecked shop was also at Georgia, not just Jordan Davis, but Trayvon Walker. 6'5", 272, 84 1/4 inch wingspan, ran a 4.51 with a 6.89 3-cone drill. It confirms what you saw on tape, and it's a tool. It's just another part of the evaluation process. I emphasize process. You know, both of us were like drooling over Kayvon Thibodeaux. We talked to him during Super Bowl week. But some things concern me. Not for him and not for us, but it's interesting. We showed the clip from his podium session. He didn't nail the combine in totality. First of all, he skipped the position drills because he said it was a long day, and he left early on Saturday. That doesn't necessarily help when there are already questions, perhaps illegitimate questions, about your dedication and work ethic. Okay, there's that. Okay. I forgot to mention the 27 reps on the bench for him, which was tied for 6th among all players and leads all edge rushers. So he's got the power with the long arms, got the strength with the long arms, got the speed. We know what he put on tape. I didn't love that he said Jadeveon Clowney 2.0, unless he meant an improved version of Jadeveon Clowney, who had questions coming out of South Carolina and then has gone on to play 4 teams. Good career, play with 4 teams. Good career, but not a gold jacket career, not a Hall of Fame career.
Okay.
I guess what I'm wondering about Kayvon Thibodeaux, you and I were impressed by him, but people are saying that he didn't nail the interviews. And I wonder how his confidence is being taken behind closed doors by arrogant NFL types who think they know it all, despite their very checkered history with nailing draft picks, who think they, you know, like if somebody comes in with that kind of confidence, are they going to think that guy's a know-it-all? You know, or does that guy think his you-know-what don't stink? You know what I'm saying? Like, we love him. We here. We here.
Exactly. And if you're Jacksonville, okay, let me interview you.
Here's
like
what's going
Ice
to happen.
Said,
right.
Ice Cube said, hire learner. Let me see your ID. Okay? Like,
Here's what's going to happen.
What you doing?
He going to slip, and he going to have even more fuel to that fire. I can't wait to see what he does April 1st on his pro day, though.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.